Welcome to Fragging Out, the only Overwatch podcast that will soak your woman's panties and take her on a nice date before never calling her again. Here are your hosts, the cock and balls of the Overwatch world, Kinder and Kibbey, with special guest, MagicMercy. Enjoy the show, you degenerate fucks.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Fragging Out. I'm Kinder, here with MagicMercy and Kibbey. Okay, for those of you who aren't watching stream right now and are listening in post, MagicMercy has an that's an ass mouse pad, one of those jelly ass mouse pads. Oh, it's a Genji one. Oh my god.
I wasn't looking, so I came in to do my intro, and there it is.
Oh, that was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome to Fragging Out, everybody. I'm Kinder here with Mr. Kibbey.
Hey.
And Miss MagicMercy herself. How you doing?
Hey. It's been a
And
minute.
today we are on Fragging Out episode 11, Schmappy Schmaniversary, you cuck. I didn't come up with that title.
I was bored. I don't know.
I see that.
Try me. Come up with something better. All right. You had time.
I can and have.
All right. Look.
Quick
You had
topic
your
rundown.
chance.
We're going to start with our intro, which is our welcome credits and all that. Then we'll move into topic one. Oops, I forgot our Overwatch Anniversary event. And it's the 2-year anniversary. We'll be doing a rundown of all that stuff and commenting on the new skins, new maps, things like that. Then we'll move on to topic 2, season 10 and the hand soap mains. We're going to talk about what we've been maining this season, where we've all gotten to on SR, who cares, doesn't even matter, and how the Hanzo changes have affected the game. Then we'll go to break time and move on to topic 3, Overwatch in the news. And we'll talk about some OWL news, some new map releases. I guess we'll save the map stuff for this one. And we'll run down updates. And we'll end with topic 4, the future of Fragging Out. We'll talk about our Discord growth, current listenership, closing plugs, and we'll do our outros. So let's get started with our... Actually, I should have credited the fix-up from the beginning. I haven't actually done the fucking intro. I've let you do it so many times recently.
I guess you should have let me do it tonight then, huh?
Yeah, it's all right. It's like riding the bike.
Sometimes you forget, but it doesn't take long.
It's all right. So, in case you haven't listened to the show before, our intro music is brought to you by Ephixa, EPHIXA. You can go to SoundCloud.com to check out that track. And topic 1, oops, I forgot our Overwatch Anniversary event. So, the way that this event works, if you don't already damn know, we're having all the event games like Lucio Ball, Junkenstein's Revenge, etc., cycling through in the arcade as a lobby every day throughout the entire event. So on one day or another, you'll get to play each event. That way they don't have to load down servers, that kind of thing, and you don't have to have insane queue times because everybody's split between all the different event stuff, which I think is a really great way of doing things.
Yeah.
And of course there's new skins and cosmetics, but there's also, you can get any skin from any previous event ever in all of Overwatch. So you have a chance in every loot box, or you can just straight up buy any event skin from all of them. So that means if you're like me and miss Sentai Genji, no worries, you can get that shit. And I am saving up right now to get Sentai Genji. I already got the dance because I missed that one too.
I think I'm going to use this opportunity to finally just 100% a character and get all of the Diva cosmetics. I want it. I don't know.
I want it bad.
I really want it bad.
I got Sentai in my loot box on my Smurf.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Nice.
On your Smurf, though, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Oh, it feels bad.
On my main, I got the new
Junk.
Junkrat run, so I'm pretty happy. I have Pirate Junkrat.
My first one was
that's
the
the
Risa
best
skin,
one.
which is pretty dope.
It looks really cool.
Yeah.
Her drum is special for that, so
Yeah.
Oh, the bongo's different?
yeah.
I really like the Brigetta skin. It's
I think it's pretty decent.
That one got me.
Right.
That one got me going. I don't know, something about those Nordic
The corset's
girls.
pretty nice. The corset's real nice. I think it looks great.
I think Doomfist looks fine as hell.
Oh,
I know, like, and his
daddy,
dance goes
right?
so well too. Like,
Daddy. Oh, damn.
True.
that's something you need to tell us there, kid.
Hey, you know, I'm comfortable with my
A
sexuality.
handsome man's a handsome man.
Fucking too right.
Thank you.
Right. We weren't talking about you, don't worry.
You didn't have to.
Oh God, the amount of confidence is stifling. But you know what? I like it. That's what it takes to. That's what it takes to. I've got nothing there. Anyway, I really dig the skins. There's 60 plus new skins, tags, voice lines with the current anniversary event. So you have plenty more to look forward to, as well as the ones in the past. Pretty excited about. I always get excited about the new events, especially this one because I get to do all the old ones. Got to play a couple rounds of Lucio Ball, not as much as I wanted to. But I agree. I like the way they're cycling through. At first, I was kind of like, "Yo, what's up with this?" But it'd be really hard to find a match if you had like 20 different game modes going.
I mean, I wish they just gave Junkenstein's Revenge. Like, I like PvEs the most. Okay, I just want those, to be honest. But you know, everyone should get what they want.
Well,
Yeah, very true, and it takes up server space too.
Yeah.
Like they have to run all that kind of shit, and you know that's a lot of background work for them. But we were actually talking about this on WPR, and the only thing about having all of the event shit available is there's so much fucking trash. Like there's so much trash, like sprays that you'll never fucking use or want, player icons that you'll never use, and like certain skins that are just like kind of garbage. Well, I don't know. Event skins are usually pretty good. Well, you know what I mean. Just a whole bunch of garbage in there that's just filler shit and such obvious filler.
Well, and the way they get by with it, I actually noticed. I stopped getting dupes when they made that patch before, because everybody was bitching about dupes. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, within the past 2 to 3 weeks, I'm not kidding, I opened 30 loot boxes in a row, and every single one was 4 dupes or 3 dupes and coins. Again, it just started happening again. So I think that was their build up to kind of get us ready for, oh hey, be excited about not really getting anything in these loot boxes.
Yeah, when the first when the change went through, I was also just getting. I have a lot of items on my account. I've played way too much, and it started going away. And I thought, oh, this is much better. But for the past 2 events, I have had the worst luck possible. I have grinded for loot boxes, grinded my ass off, and it's just all duplicates, or it's like just regular skins that are really ugly. And I'm like, that's great. Or it's currency, and it doesn't really make up for the fact that it's 3,000 for an event skin. So I'm just like broke as fuck and sad as hell.
I just feel like the worst hell that Blizzard could put upon us with these loot boxes is getting a legendary, and you see that gold dropping down, and it's coins. What is that?
Or
What's
it's
that shit?
like I don't mind the coins that much because you know it's a decent amount of currency or whatever, and you can buy whatever you want with that. The thing I hate the most is getting that golden one during an event and getting a non-event legendary.
Oh yeah,
That's the fucking worst because you don't even get any recon for that. Like you don't even get any coins. You don't get anything. You just get here's Wolf Hanzo. Which
Hey, that one's not bad.
Got last event.
It's good because of the gift jokes.
But when you have the Hanzo one from the last event, the fancy ass suit one. Like Wolf Hanzo's just like, oh, what the fuck do I even want this for?
That's the thing.
Jokes.
They've tricked you into believing
Little gift jokes.
that a legendary skin that you don't want is worth less than a legendary coin, which is what, like 750 credits?
Something like that.
Yeah. I mean, come on. You can't even buy it. Like, you can't even buy an actual legendary skin that's like at 1,000 for a legendary gold pile. So
It hurts. It feels bad.
I feel like they're playing the market a little bit. I understand it's a gamble, whatever. It's cool. But, I mean, loot boxes all aside, what comes with these, again, what we're all excited about are the skins. I was looking at some of the skins that we got. I'm just going to run through real quick. We already talked about Doomfist. He straight up daddy status, all right? One of my favorites, actually, is McCree. got the Sherlock skin going. Kind of dig that. Brigitta's skin.
Sherlock skin is pretty good.
Yeah, it's honestly, it's probably one of my favorites, and I hate McCree, so that's saying something. Brigitta's skin, if you guys haven't checked that out, she's a Nordic goddess. I love it. I love the look of the character in general. We've got a new Bastion skin. He's it looks like what is it? Like Orisa's.
Those things for scanning barcodes.
Oh. Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like. But I want to talk about Ellen DeGeneres Tracer. Like, what the fuck?
You know, I'm not a fan.
Thank you for following Sin2 Dope.
I feel like that they try to go for like that look of, you know, like, I'm really obviously a lesbian, please stop shipping me with men. I think they really went hard for that look, but a lot of people aren't fond of it. I think whenever there's short hair, people don't like it though. Like on girls, remember Sombra's hair? They didn't like the short hair.
Well,
Sombra looks cool though.
She looked great in my opinion, but a lot of people they're just against girls with short hair. So I kind of like that they were like, you know, screw that, we're doing it.
See, that's the thing though. I feel like they're trying to play too into the role, so it's not even. I don't know. I don't like it. I think the hair looks shitty.
I have mixed feelings about it.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of Tracer anyway. That's
the way that they did Tracer before, though. Like the way that they revealed that she was gay, I think was like the way to go about it.
Oh, like, the comic was great.
Yeah, like, if they hadn't, I wish they hadn't said anything to begin with. Like, one of the characters is homosexual, whatever. I'm like, just don't tell anybody. Just fucking do it like you did in the comic and make it like, oh, there's a panel. She's gay. That's fucking awesome. You couldn't really tell. Everybody thought it was Zarya. Well, like the way that they did that, just kind of low key, like, oh, by the way, she doesn't really necessarily look super gay or anything. It's like, all right, cool. You know, that's how it should be. You shouldn't force sexuality on a fucking fictional character. That's fucking dumb. It's not good writing. It's not good stylization. It looks like shit.
Well, it's like, I always like to liken it to Harry Potter, the whole Dumbledore thing, right? At the end of the book series, J.K. Rowling's like, yo, Dumbledore's gay. And people are like, no, he wasn't. You can't.
Everybody and their mother knows that fucking. Everybody and their mother knows that fucking J.K. Rowling. She's just a fucking virtue signaling SJW. She's literally got a dartboard with like Black Lives Matter, fucking this that, and the other. She takes a dart every month and throws it at the fucking dartboard. And like Hermione was actually a Black Lives Matter supporter. Imagine that.
All right.
That's exactly what fucking J.K. Rowling does. I don't trust shit she says, and I don't take any of it for canon.
That's good. I still thought it was funny. I don't know. It's the whole point of why do they have to seem gay to be gay? Whatever. Anyway, moving on from politics because I don't like to talk about them. One more thing that comes with the anniversary event is the introduction of the 8-person free-for-all comp and the new map Hydra, which I haven't gotten to test out yet, but I've heard some details. I'm pretty excited about the 8-person free-for-all. I always like doing free-for-all, and I generally do pretty well on it. So I'm gonna give it a shot to see what I can place at. As far as Petra, Kinder, I assume you've tried it?
I've only gotten one match with it so far, with anybody else in it. I really like the layout. Excuse me. It really feels catered for that game mode, where Chateau was always the best, PvP map, like hands down. It was always the best one for 8-man. And the other one just kind of felt kind of forced, didn't really work out too well. And Chateau was always the one that was like, all right, everybody loves this map. This one feels a lot more like Chateau, like it's built from the ground up for this game type. It's got some destructible floors, and there's like a big health pack in the middle, which is really fucking cool. I just think it's really awesome. It plays well. It feels good. I mean, that's really all you can say about it.
Actually, a lot of people I heard don't like somehow the aspect of the fact it's huge, the fact it's very, very big for 8 people. Some people don't like, and there are a lot of paths and ways you can go to and it just makes it kind of easy to basically stab someone in the back. You always have to watch your back already. But because there's so many routes, a lot of people complain that it's just too tough to basically not get attacked straight up your ass when you're just attacking someone else.
Well, it feels better for snipers too.
I think it's more open and good for snipers. But I think it might actually be a little too big for 8 people. I think you could fit 12 people on that almost.
I'm gonna have to give this a try.
It's pretty huge.
Because I do like Chateau. I do like Chateau.
I love Chateau. It's my favorite still.
God damn it. Kinder. God damn it.
You just catch that?
No, I caught it when you said it. God damn it. If you guys aren't in our Discord, make sure you follow us in our Discord. I'm sure we've got a post about it somewhere. You can see all the awesome, I get that a lot, comments from Kinder.
You walk into it, man.
Not my favorite. I will be honest. I don't know. I grew up playing a lot of Perfect Dark and 007 GoldenEye. You had big maps for small amounts of people, and it was always landline anyway. So that was my style of playing first-person shooters. I feel like Chateau is a little too small. I do like it. I think it's a great map, but I mean, you spawn and you turn a corner and there's someone standing right there. There's no guys to it. There's no. It's just like who can shoot the best, the fastest. Just do all the damage. There's no.
Yeah, I get your point.
Sneak to it. So I'm gonna have to give Petra a try and see what I think about it. I think
you definitely don't want to be playing like Ryan or Brig there or something like that.
I think you want good mobility.
And it makes Moira a lot harder to like just get those extra like little takes of kills with, like to get those little final kills that you can get on Chateau with Moira.
Yeah.
And you just throw your ball in that little bottom hallway and you get 3 kills just off of nothing.
Yeah.
Guilty.
And that's mitigated a little bit by, the first time I ever played Deathmatch, actually, I played Moira and I won that one, and the next person after me had like 20 or 19 or something like that. And then the next one I played, I won it, and the highest person after me had 8 kills. And I was playing Moira. It was fucking ridiculous.
Yo, Mr. Steal Your Kills.
It was all kill stealing. Mr. Steal Kills. Oh shit.
I do love me some Moira. I still haven't really played Brigitte too much, but I did play a couple matches with her, and I really enjoy it. I'd kind of like to start to main her, but I don't think I'll ever get to that point. I don't know.
I think she's cool, but I'm just not into like the whole melee aspect. I really like having a bit more like abilities for range. But her shield does give her the ability to go against ranged people, so I like that.
I don't know if you saw my post in the Discord or not, Kinder, but I played 5 minutes of Brigitte in comp, and I have 99% across the board for everything for that 5 minutes. So it was a beautiful 5 minutes.
I'm sure. Yeah, you get that a lot.
Hey, at least I can last 5. Ew.
I was gonna say though, Brigitte is really fucking fun and really good right now, especially if you're playing with a team that knows how to play with her. You just about have to take a Rhine in with you for the extra shielding, because Brigitte alone is just gonna get trashed. But if you have a Rhine and you have good synergy with your Rhine, then you can get like the stun charge combos and like get that double swing damage and all that cleave. It's just fucking ridiculous, and you can do a lot with her.
Well,
and the CC is really fucking powerful.
You know, speaking of the character comp, I'm just going to go ahead and use this as an opportunity to segue us into topic number 2, which is season 10 and Hanzo memes, because Hanzo had that the nerf change.
I wouldn't even call it a nerf. It was straight up just like a.
That's the air quotes.
Yeah.
It was a boost. But I'm gonna use that segue here, because season 10 has brought some interesting shit in. You're talking about Brigitte and Reinhardt. One thing that I've been doing that's been working a lot with my comp, Reinhardt, of course, I'm rocking Diva and Brigitte with a Mercy. That's those 4 right there. If you can move with those 4 right there and get decent DPS, we win every time. It's a really good comp, and I really think Brigitte has changed a lot of stuff in this comp season, as well as this Hanzo.
And what about Ana though? Ana's buff.
I do like Ana's buff. And,
I think it was so needed. It was about time that they made that a thing. It should have been a thing a long time ago, I think.
Yeah,
it really should have.
Well, we'll be getting into most of the buffs next up. I guess I should combine those two. It doesn't matter. We can talk about it now. It's a change for this season, really.
It's all right. But you're talking about that meta. Maybe that's different on console, but the meta right now on PC is undoubtedly you're going to be running triple support. And what you're doing is running Brigitte, Reinhardt, Mercy or Moira, Zenyatta, Zarya, and what was the other one? I can't remember what the hell the other one is. Oh, Hanzo. And you run single DPS, triple support, Zarya, Ryan, Brig.
Yeah.
And it's really fucking powerful right now.
Triple support is not working on console, on Xbox, as far as
get fucking good.
Get fucking good. The thing is, every time I've ran triple support on my team, which I don't six stack anymore, so it's basically built up to the team themselves. Every time I've done that, it has just completely fucked us. But I mean, we've ran dual support with one tank and triple DPS, and it's kind of worked. I don't know. The Xbox,
it depends on your DPS.
Xbox.
Your DPS have to do damage if you have 3 supports.
Well, and this is the issue I run into. I bitch about it all the time, and I really don't understand. I don't know if it's just because I'm in that like mid gold right now or what, but I mean, I was maining Reinhardt for the first part of the season. I went ahead and switched back to Diva because I'm tired of fucking around. I'm still constantly hitting hero damage and elims. I know medals don't mean a lot, but when it comes to terms of having both gold elims and both gold damage, I feel like I shouldn't have that as a Diva who's also like hitting 10,000 damage block per match. I feel like her DPS should be doing a little bit more. Maybe that's just me.
I feel like a lot of people on console do, because it's impossible to aim as well on console as you can on PC. People playing Hanzo right now just aren't going to be getting the same amount of damage that they do on PC.
I agree with that to an extent, but I feel like we also, I mean, if it holds true with most other games, we have a bigger, usually the hitboxes are a little bigger, the auto aim's a little more tighter than you would have on PC.
Thank you for following Only
if they even have it. So it's just, I mean, I switched over to Soldier on a comp match the other day. I don't play Soldier. I hate playing hit scan. I never do it just because I'm always tank or healer. And switched over to Soldier, and I was still gold elims, gold damage, just destroying. So I feel like it's not that hard to aim, especially with the auto aim on console.
Auto aim.
I know, and it's sad because a lot of the people I play with are either support or tank mains. And if you get into a match, me and one other guy can both be tank mains and hold, gold and silver on everything. What's the DPS even for at that point? So it gets a little bit annoying, but I mean,
depends on the type of DPS.
Yeah, I 2-stacked my way up to from 2020 up to 2350 in the past 3 days.
Nice.
So I'm working my way back to platinum finally.
Let's see, what did I place at this season? I know I placed like lower or mid gold or something like that, and I topped out here just the other day at 28-22.
Oh,
and yeah, I got dangerously close to diamond. I dropped a couple yesterday playing with the 6-stack, but I came back up a little bit again, and then today I dropped another little bit. But I'm still like in like 750s range or so it's not too bad.
Yeah, well, and it was weird because I mean, like I said last episode, I dropped like 350 SR within 2 days. I mean, it was just constant losing. So it's nice to come back within the same amount of time. I keep placing high gold or low plat, with the exception of 3 seasons ago where I placed 2,500 after ending 2,700. Don't understand that. But
hey,
it's
how's
nice,
your comp season?
nice
Are you even playing comp Mercy?
I have had very little time to play and to do anything.
She doesn't.
All that time playing with sugar daddies.
You know what? I've been spending a lot of it studying summer school. This course is kicking my ass. All I want to do is play Overwatch, but I have a midterm coming up, and it's absolutely awful. Well, but I would love to be playing right now, but I just have not had a chance to for quite a while. There's always stuff going on.
You're too busy playing all those rich men.
You know what? Shh. I have young followers. They do not need to know my private life.
I gotta fuck with you a little bit.
We like that.
You can play me anytime, baby.
I will not fault you for anything you have to say to Kinder right now. Just so you know. In fact, I might back you up on it. So, it turns out, guys, that we need to talk about Hanzo real quick and how he's starting to affect comp. I'll tell you, I was excited about Hanzo's changes. Personally, I really did like the scatter arrow, but I thought, hey, this might bring something new and fun to the game, right?
I fucking hated scatter.
New and fun.
I don't even think scatter's that bad.
So fucking much.
Hey, did you ever play Tracer?
Headshot.
Touche.
Days. Hanzo can take any tank in this game out in seconds.
I think Volley is still dangerous as hell. I think Volley is almost like, if not worse than Scatter. Scatter can deal with, let's say, like one person. Absolutely. Or like if they're all together, fine. But either way with Volley, if you are still close together in a line, he's gonna headshot like 5 people. No,
that Scatters or the Volley is horrible, and
Volley's terrifying.
Being a tank, if I'm playing Reinhardt, he can get me down in 2 shots. If it's a good good play shot. Diva, he can get me out of medic just fucking like that if he waits for my matrix to go down. It's horrible. I hate it. He is the bane of tanks right now, and I think this is the first time I've ever seen a Hanzo and not just been like, yo, fuck you for picking Hanzo. Now I'm like, all right, if you have a little bit of aim, cool. I've never not been disappointed in Hanzo so much in my life, and I don't know how to feel about it. I'm kind of.
We were just talking about that the other day. We actually talked about it in their BPR. Deathblow, one of the guys in the 6 stack, he was saying in a match, what exactly did he say? It was something to the effect of, I've played Hanzo all season, and for the first time in my life, I have not been told once to switch off Hanzo, or been bitched at for picking Hanzo or anything like that. It's glorious. And then immediately after that, in the match, we got killed in a team fight, and the guys on the team were like, all right, fucking switch off Hanzo.
Yeah,
it was pretty good.
It's disgusting. I missed this in chat. Someone said, you must play with a really good Mercy. That someone's correct. I do play with a really good Mercy, Gelsio. So there's that. I had to give a shout out real quick. That's the person I stacked with. We've been destroying for 2 days straight. So, yeah, his new arrow, his volley just destroys everybody in the game, and I love it and I hate it. I feel like they intentionally took away Mercy's 5-man res so they could build up to giving Hanzo his volley. They knew what was going on this entire time. They knew what was happening.
Why would they take away the 5-man res for volley? Like, what's your reasoning on that?
You got the 5-man res, you've got the volley, which destroys everything. Give the 5-man res so the people are happy, take it away and give the 5-man volley to destroy. Hanzo is a fucking god now. Mercy used to be a god, now Hanzo's a god. And I hate it.
It's a stretch, but I'll take it.
I hate it. He destroys he's my fucking bane, man. Most of my deaths are from Hanzo's now. What is this?
I know,
bullshit,
Hanzo's fucking dangerous. But the thing that you're not talking about yet, though, right now, is the Zarya combo. It's fucking deadly. Oh, yeah. We played against a Diamond team, or a Diamond Masters team the other day, and they had us completely fucking walled off because they were getting, their Zarya was good enough to get her ult almost every single fight, at least every 2 fights at worst. And they would wait till we walked into the choke that you have to go through on this map, and they would pop Zarya ult and then pop Hanzo ult, and then they would damage boost it, which kills through Transcendence.
Mm-hmm. Fat rip.
Yeah, so we would pop Transcendence. They would use 2 ults, get a free team wipe, and we'd just be back to square one. And then, they come back for a team fight and, get charged, whatever they did. Even if they lost the team fight, they'd come back with the combo again. And unless you get a diva that's really fucking good at eating Graviton, or you're just never grouping up in a death ball meta, not grouping up, then it's just like, fuck, this is really hard to counter. So, I mean, that's another reason why Hanzo is so fucking powerful.
You need that God Genji to deflect it.
Oh, yeah,
if it's only happening at the chokes, right, then they could probably predict it.
Any dive character right now against a good Brigitte is just getting fucking destroyed, which... To be fair, I've come across some Genjis that play the distance game really well, play the footsie game, and stay away from Brigitte and still fuck up the backline. If they're really good at what they do, they can still do their job pretty well and make him viable. But he's nowhere near as viable as he used to be. And Tracer's fucking just out right now.
Would you say that it's kind of like a sensitive kind of...
Tracer in comp.
I think the character choice is a lot more sensitive now. Like how everything plays is more sensitive because of all these changes that have been going on. Right? Would you say?
Oh yeah. I like the changes though. That's one thing I always talk about when it comes to Overwatch, is the fact that they are always kind of fixing characters, giving them new abilities, changing shit up,
quote unquote,
changing the meta. I mean, I know a lot of people do that, or a lot of companies do that. They kind of continue to change the meta, but I feel like Overwatch is really special in the sense that they are specific in the characters they change. And it's more so instead of being like, oh well, this is a tank meta or this is a healing meta, it's like, nah, Hanzo, Brigitte, Reinhardt, they're gonna be gods this season. You know, Diva, Monkey, gods this season. I kind of like that. It's helped me flex, I guess. I've started to play a lot more characters because of the change. Your keyboard is loud as fuck. Just so you know.
Quiet.
Sounded it out post.
Like I said, I've been playing a lot of Reinhardt this season, and you were bringing up, you know, Zarya. One thing that I've never realized, because there were a lot of times previous seasons where I'd be Diva Zarya, playing Reinhardt. Whenever you get against an enemy team that has Reinhardt and that Zarya shoots ult, you charge and hit that Reinhardt, team wipe almost every time if you guys play it right. Because it seems like 8 out of 10 times the Reinhardt's what saves the team from that Zarya ult, unless you've got a Hanzo or something that's going to shoot through it, or unless you guys are actually playing. You know,
that's why the Hanzo combo is so fucking powerful, because dragons go through everything. You can do it from a safe distance. The damage boost goes through Transcendence. It's literally the perfect combo for Graviton.
Yeah,
I mean, you can shoot it through a fucking wall. I mean, it doesn't make any sense why you wouldn't use that combo and just abuse the shit out of it, because if you get any kind of fat Graviton, it's fucking game over for him.
Absolutely.
And if you abuse a choke like the team we played did, there's nothing they can do. There's not a damn thing they can do about it, unless they want to send in 2 or 3 people and the team fight's over anyway. Even if they use the combo and don't get a team kill, they get 2 people in that grab, push is done, you know, and they still get the time that they needed.
So
and worst case scenario, I mean, the enemy team gets a little bit of ult charge. That's about it.
Yeah.
know?
Well, we're slowly winding down towards the end of the first half, but before we close out for a break, do either of you have any good season 10 or recent quick play stories? Anything fun happened? Have you even been enjoying Overwatch, Kinder?
Oh yeah, I've been enjoying the shit out of it. I came across a 4-stack just in random play. I was going the fuck off in chat, just like calling people dildos, you know, and shit. Just like completely just fucking being an ass, doing voices and shit. Like, it was just like quick play, but in comp, and the guys just apparently fucking loved it, and I just ended up stacking with 3 of them, and we went on to just fucking slay and went on a huge win streak, and we lost 1 game out of like 20 or 15 or 20 or something like that, and then we all went our separate ways, got friend lists and everything, got back on the next day, and we played another about 10 games and lost like 1. And like, these guys are fucking like, they're just loving it. And they joined our Discord recently, actually. A couple of them did. I'm sure you saw them. Excuse me. I know one of them is named Troll. I can't remember the other guy's names. I'll have to look in the data log. But we talked about this yesterday on WPR as well. Comp actually feels like it's been fixed in some way, or it's gotten a little bit better as far as like 4 stacks and 5 stacks, things like that. Solo queue still feels like shit. Like, I solo queued today and it felt like absolute garbage. But like 4 stacking and 6 stacking, things like that, don't feel like they're being punished as much. So I don't know how much you guys have been stacking. It seems like you've been having a pretty good time there, Kibbey.
Yeah, I mean, I've been trying to. We tried to 6 stack for a while, and the 6 stack has been about 50-50. Really, you know, out of like 10 games, we'll win 5 or 6. Solo queuing has been kind of rough, but it's been about the same. I mean, some days I'll hit like 40% win, some days I'll hit 60. But for the past 2 or 3 days, I've been hitting a dual stack, and man, I tell you, it has been amazing. I went from like 2020 to 2350 after taking a steep drop at the beginning of the season from plat all the way down to 2000 within 2 or 3 days. It was terrible time. So I'm almost back to platinum, and I don't know if it's the range that I'm in. I don't know if it's the curve set for the SR system for the MMR. I don't know if it's purely the person I'm playing with or the people that we get teamed up with. But out of nowhere, the past couple days, I'm hitting it and working my way back up. So it's nice to get back into those higher ranks. And I can definitely tell on console, at least, a major difference between low gold and high gold. The games are going from just clean wipes on wins to now we're actually getting down to the nitty gritty a little bit. People are actually trying to push a little more. People are actually trying to hold a little more. The games are lasting longer. So it feels good to be getting back up in there. I've only ever played one match in Diamond tier. It was my Platinum ass with a bunch of diamonds, and it was the most intense shit I've ever played, probably because I'm always with Gold. So yeah, it's been going good so far, and I'm hoping to keep climbing. I don't think I'll hit Diamond this season, but I should at least get back into Platinum.
Yeah. I will say that our team, the one where we played against the Diamond Masters players, first map we got completely fucking wiped. Second map, first point, we got fucking wiped like crazy. But then we came back, ended up winning that match, and we won. We just completely wiped on the first round of the next match, and then they fucking left. Yeah. So I don't know if it's actually accurate to say, but I want to believe that we made a fucking Diamond Masters team rage quit, and we're all plats.
Yeah. Well,
I want to believe.
I do want to tell this one story real quick because I am proud of myself in this instance. So I was warming up for comp the other day and just in quick play, doing a quick play and just fucking wiping the enemy team. I mean, it was absurd. I was as D.Va, playing D.Va the whole time, consistently getting like 4 or 5 kills on a push, just dropping the team. And we ended up winning. It was like a 3-minute match. It was the shortest match I've ever played. And I get an invite for a game and a party chat from this guy. I'm like, all right, what's this? So I hop in. It's him and his 2 buddies. I hop in and they're already talking shit, but I don't really understand what's going on or what. I thought they invited me to be like, hey, let's comp, you know? But they're already kind of talking shit. I get in there, I'm like, hey, what's up, guys? And they're like, oh, what's up, bro? What's up? And I'm like, oh, not much. What's going on here? They're like, 1v1, man, 1v1. I'm like, 1v1 what? I was like, why are we 1v1ing? And they wouldn't answer me. They just kind of like, they're like, oh, I didn't think this was actually going to happen. Let's set this up. So they start setting the stuff up. They've got me in the group and I'm like, guys, why are we 1v1ing? I don't understand what's happening here. He's like, look, man, sometimes you just got to 1v1. You just got to 1v1. And I was like, oh, so does that mean one of you got butt hurt and you've got something to prove now? Right? He's like, oh, okay. Look, my boy, like we were playing, you wiped us. My boy's saying that I'm a better D.Va and they just want to see me wipe you. So, let's do this. Like, all right. So I check his account and everything. He's like Diamond player, D.Va main. All right. So I'm like, okay, well, he's probably not that great. So I'm just going to like enjoy the 1v1. We get in the first match, dude fucking wrecks my shit. I mean, just fucking wipes me. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I, lower my chair. I sit up. I'm into the TV, ready to go. Round 2. Fucking.
Yeah, you take off your hat so you can hear better and see better. And shit.
Exactly. Turn the volume up on my headset. I'm waiting to listen for that D.Va mech walk around the corner because he's doing D.Va on D.Va, right?
Yeah.
Comes along. He wipes me again. He got me out of mech. I had him down just a little bit health mech. Fucking destroyed me. But then he starts talking shit. He's like, oh, him and his dude, they're like, oh man, we thought you were gonna be good. Like, we thought this was actually gonna be a competition, but fuck, man, you're getting wiped. He's like, one more match, you're fucking done. Like, all right, dude. All right. Turn my music up a little bit. Let's do it. 3 matches later, just fucking stomped this bitch. And the whole time I got him on my mech, fucking just, oh, he's getting better, man. Oh shit. I'm like, nah, not getting better, just tired of you being a dumbass. That's what he's like, it's learning. So fucking wiped him, got done wiping him, and his dude's like, man, I was recording that to post that shit, and I still am because you got fucking burned, dude. He's like, oh man, that went south real quick. I didn't expect that. Yeah, so
feels bad, man.
Gold level.
I think that's what happened with us too against that team. Like when you play against people that are like obviously better than you, you play at their level after a few times. After you get used to it, you start playing at their level. That's why I think it's amazingly beneficial for you to scrim against players that are obviously better than you.
Yeah, well,
because you learn their tricks and you play with them at their level.
Yeah, exactly. And I thought it was fun, and I did learn a few things. I mean, while I was playing with them, I noticed things that, because I can always see the stuff I do as compared to people in my level, in my rank, but I don't always see things other people do, and doing that 1v1 kind of showed me that, knowing when to hit the shield matrix at a little bit better time, within a second as opposed to a second later. So it was
when mistakes work, you keep making mistakes. Like when they work at your level, you're going to keep doing them. Yeah. So I mean, that's how it is playing against better people.
Yeah.
But we are approaching the 40-minute mark, so let's go ahead and go on our break.
It is.
And we'll be right back with more Fragging Out.
I said you can check out my ass anytime.
All right.
I'm back.
Turn around and walk away again.
Wait.
Turn around 360 degrees. Oh my god.
Fucking ass of a Roman statue, my dude.
Just don't say you have the dick of one, because I'll have to, completely check it off my list.
And on that note, we are back.
I'm a grower, not a shower. Oh, wait. Damn it. On stream. All right.
Welcome back, everybody, from the break. We are here with topic 3, Overwatch in the news.
Are we back?
But before we get... Yes, we are back now.
My shit
But
must
before
be
we get into that... Kibbey, how's your dating life been, man? Ooh, personal here.
That's a sensitive topic.
Not a lot to say. Not a lot to...
Is that a sore topic?
Not a lot to say here. Your boy's single, so...
Your boy.
Shoot them likes. You can catch me on Instagram, KibbeyX. All right. Give me them follows.
It's your boy, Greek statue penis.
It's your boy, Kibbey XXXXX.
Kibbey triple X. That Greek statue penis. I do have a nice ass. All right. I got that going for me. Like I said, I'm sure you came in right as I said. I'm a grower, not a shower. So thanks for calling me out, Kibbey. I appreciate it. Life just keeps getting better day by day. I tell you. Fuck you.
Love you too, Kibbey.
Oh man, if you weren't such an asshole, we wouldn't be such good friends. I'll be honest about it.
I know, right? Oh man.
So anyway, guys, topic number 3. Kinder's a fucking cuck.
I was gonna go around the table here. So MagicMercy, I know you want to keep some things private. What you are willing to talk about with your dating life?
This is my private life, right here. This Scungy mouse pad is giving me company.
You're getting freaky with the. Read you no Ken will cry, baby.
God,
right.
I want to fucking slap you so hard right now.
I need healing.
God damn.
I need sexual healing.
Pink eye's about to be the least of Kinder's worries.
How do you think I got this pink eye?
Stop.
Was it that night that I rubbed my ass all over your pillow?
God, I hope so.
It was. Just so you know. That was a good night. God. That was a good night, by the way. I appreciate the dinner.
You're welcome, baby. I even called him afterwards.
Hey, he did. Believe it or not, it only took him a week to text me back, so.
Yeah. You can't do it immediately or you look desperate.
I hate this show. Why do I do this shit?
Why does anybody listen to this show? Why do we have 14 viewers right now? I have no fucking clue.
Yo, mine's 13.
I wouldn't watch this shit.
I don't know.
But since we're on the topic of dating lives, I had this chick, right? And I don't know if I talked about the date. Did I talk about the date that I had with this chick last show? I don't know. Not
on the show. Well, you might have mentioned it. I think you might have mentioned it. You told me about it, though.
I don't know if I did or not. Anybody who listened to the last show, get in chat and tell me if I talked about the chick who works at a brewery and all that shit. Anyway, really, really good looking chick, like really good looking. She turned out to work at a brewery nearby, and we talk on Tinder or whatever, and then we were like, oh, hey, let's meet up one day and go get coffee or something, something simple. I'm like, yeah, cool, that sounds fine. So I go up there and get to her house, and we're talking and chilling. We hit it off immediately, and she had a shift that night at the brewery, so we were just gonna go get coffee and then do our thing. Then I was gonna go home, she was gonna go to work, no big deal. Well, we ended up fucking talking, hitting it off for fucking hours, and before we know it, it's time for her to go. She's like, fuck. And she's the manager there, so she makes a call, and she's like, hang on one second. She makes a call, gets her shift covered, but she still has to go in to do a tour for the distillery that's right next door. And she's like, look, it'll take me like 10 minutes or something like that if you want to come down to the brewery with me, have a beer or two, eat some pizza, and just hang out there while I do this fucking tour. I'm like, fuck yeah, it sounds good. So I go down there, she gets me some fucking craft beer I never heard of, and it's amazing. She gets the cook to make a pizza. It's fucking amazing.
So what was the craft beer? I don't care about the rest of the story. I want to know what the craft beer was.
Yo.
I have no fucking clue. It's something
God
cool,
damn it, Kinder.
Sure.
All right, whatever. Fucking continue.
It was amazing. So I'm sitting there fucking getting drunk on craft beer and eating pizza, like having a good old fucking time. And she comes back from the tour and she's like, hey man, how you feeling? I'm like, I'm feeling fucking good. This is a really good date so far. I haven't had to listen to you, bitch. I'm eating pizza, getting drunk. Like, let's go. She's like, all right, man, then come with me. I'm like, all right, cool. So she takes me around back of the fucking brewery and takes me up on the roof. Like, we go up a ladder and get on the roof of the brewery, and this is in downtown Auburn in Alabama. It's a pretty large town. So we get up on the top of the brewery, and you can see like the entirety of the city, or almost all of the city or whatever, and sitting up there with a beer and like just chilling, talking, like the stars out. It's a real nice clear night. I'm like, all right, she's putting the moves on me, man. And then she pulls out a fucking blunt and she's like, hey man, you smoke? I'm like, fuck yeah, I smoke. Hey. And I'm like, this is A1 right here. This is good shit. So we're sitting there getting high, getting drunk, chilling on the fucking roof of the brewery, having a good old fucking time. Like, best date I ever fucking been on. We end up back at her place and we talk some more and fucking cuddle on the couch, watch a movie. And then it's like, I end up staying the night, like just out of fucking nowhere. And it was fucking awesome, right? And things went so fucking well. And then we go on another date and get drunk at the fucking bowling alley and have a good old fucking time. Like, this chick was fucking like on the shit, and she was texting back properly and everything. And then all the fucking sudden, out of fucking nowhere, she just stops texting.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Like she like slows down with her texting, like not as enthusiastic. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I was really digging you. Like, what's up? And she's one of those that like she catches feels and she runs.
I hate those
feels
people
bad.
so
feels
much.
Fucking bad.
I lost you for a second.
Fucking bad.
She what?
She catches feels and she runs.
I don't get those people.
Man.
I don't understand, man. So that's how my dating life's been. I had a fucking awesome prospect. This chick was amazing, hot, good in bed too. Jesus fucking Christ. But, like,
so is that a done deal then, man?
Yeah, it's over with.
Look,
it's bad.
Hey, it might not be. Look, hey. I was gonna make a joke, but I'm not going to. I was gonna make don't take no for an answer, but that's a little.
That's rapey. That's rapey.
Yeah, it's not a good time right now for that, considering we have to tell people not to do it.
We just dealt with this issue. Take no for an answer. It's all right.
Oh yeah. I mean,
you still have Tinder.
Cool
you still got that. You still got that Tinder game though.
Yeah, I was telling MagicMercy just a second ago. Like, I had a friend that I used to kind of hook up with a little bit. And
sorry, I can't hear you over.
I can't hear you over her fucking
over
keyboard.
The fucking. What is that, like a
it's
tree
a mechanical
stump?
keyboard.
Is that a tree stump slamming into the side of a house? What is that noise?
Anyway, let's move on from the fucking dating talk, though. We are technically an Overwatch podcast. Fuck my life. All right, Kibbey, so you want to bring us in on topic 3?
Is that what this is? Is this an Overwatch podcast? I don't know anymore.
It's supposed to be or something? I don't
You know what?
know.
Hey, if you guys aren't having fun right now, then I don't fucking know.
If you don't like it, just go away. Seriously, what
else are you going to do on a
Wednesday
Wednesday
night? Don't come here to poop on our party.
Or is it Thursday? Is today Wednesday? Is it Tuesday? Thursday? I don't know.
It's Wednesday, my dudes.
Wednesday?
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
I mowed the yard today, so that was something. So back from the break, we'll actually move on to topic number 3 now. It has nothing to do with my dating life or lack thereof.
There you go, big guy.
Sorry, it's been a day. Topic number 3, Overwatch in the news. So as usual, we like to keep it light, but I figured this would be a good thing to run down because we don't really talk too much about the news part of Overwatch. So much as just our dating life and how much we hate Hanzo mains, which is beginning to change. It's a weird time in Overwatch for me. The first thing...
What a world.
What a world. The first thing I wanted to bring up was actually the Shanghai Dragons. Currently, in the history of U.S. sports, the Shanghai Dragons hold the record for the most consecutive losses in a row. I think they're at something like 32. I've got something pulled up here. This is actually from Eurogamer.net. I pulled this up. It's a little quote from the the team's manager. It seems that China's Overwatch League, Shanghai Dragons, have lost all 32 of their matches in the Overwatch League so far. So OWL is not going so well for them. In response to the team's manager, Yang Van, he put a post to address the concern and discuss their training regime a little bit, which I am
committing honorable seppuku.
Honorable seppuku. Legit though, these fucking boys, man, I tell you what, we had the episode with Rafflegator on. If you guys didn't check that out, make sure you do. Rafflegator was a great guy. It was like our 3rd or 4th episode. I was super fresh to this.
I think it was episode 2 actually.
Was it 2? Yeah, because I think episode 4 was the ragtag episode. So it was our second episode. He both has played professionally and he trains with professional teams. So make sure you guys hop on and check that out. He's a great guy. But he told us a little bit about his experience with playing. Playing for money, playing for real, getting the big deal, being an actual gamer. And from what he told us, it didn't sound like it was that enjoyable. It's definitely work, a lot of work that they put in, but the shit that I am reading right here about the poor Shanghai Dragons, here is a quote from their manager. We have the most intensive training scheme among all of the teams ever since we arrived last December. Our daily schedule starts at 10:30 a.m. Not bad, because I hate waking up before 9. We leave for training facilities and return to our houses around 10:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. with possible training extensions of up to 12 a.m. So we're talking 12 to 13 hours of training on Overwatch with 1 day off. We have 3 to 4 days. Well, he says here during mid stages, we have 3 to 4 days off depending on the team's schedule, but he says we train 6 days a week with 1 day off. I play a lot of Overwatch, but we're talking 6 days a week, at least 11 to 12 hours a day, at least. Nothing but Overwatch. And then you've got to turn around and go do a comp against other teams. How could you expect these people to even be alive enough to be able to play a comp match, man?
Everybody won't be famous. Nobody want to put the work in.
Shit, man. Hey, I'm trying. Look, if you guys haven't noticed, my Insta game's popped.
USA, what's up?
My Twitter's popped. I'm on that Snapchat. You got me. I'm playing the game. Whatever. But 12 fucking hours of training a day on Overwatch, man. You wonder why these guys are dying. This is 32 losses in a row. They've got to be beat. Oh
yeah.
I feel really bad.
It's fucking brutal. And like, I'm sure you saw the teabagging thing. I think we talked about it on one of our shows too, where they got teabagged. One of their teammates got teabagged and everybody fucking booed them. And I was literally watching Overwatch League the other day. It was the NYXL game versus maybe Valiant or somebody. I don't even remember who. But it was 2 of the top tier teams playing. And like the commentator was even like, "Oh, it's the tactical crouch," and everybody fucking goes wild. So it's that way with the Shanghai Dragons. They're the slow kid that nobody needs to pick on right now. That's how bad a position they're in right now in the Overwatch League, and it's kind of fucking sad. Like, honestly, something's gonna happen with that. I don't really watch as much OWL as I should. If we had Blazing Bob, he'd fucking go off on a tangent about it, but. Something's gonna change.
It is funny because I think he said it. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Sorry, I just started talking over you, and it's because it's the wine. It's the homemade wine. It's fucking with me. But Only Whiskers, I assume, said this just before he started talking about it. He said, am I the only person who feels bad for the Shanghai Dragons? They have the longest losing streak in Major League Gaming. Well, speak of the devil, is what he said after I started talking about it. Not only do they have the longest losing streak in Major League Gaming, but in all of U.S. sports. So that's something to ponder on.
Hey, that's an achievement. Their only achievement.
Also, I have someone over here bitching about the fact that this podcast went from Overwatch to people's previous experiences. Look, if you're not here
someone's
to
never
live
listened
life,
to Fragging Out before.
welcome to Fragging Out. All right.
We're the Overwatch podcast that doesn't give a shit about Overwatch. We hate the game.
Right? I mean,
like most people do.
Glorified audio snuff film.
Get good, says Say. I agree. Get fucking good. All right. Welcome to life. Share experiences. If you have great Tinder matches, share it in the chat. Let us know. We'll share your experience. We'll put you on the show.
Oh yeah, give us your worst Tinder date. That would be a good topic just to fucking Tinder throw date out there, just to piss off people.
Speaking of which,
I'd love to hear about that.
I'm gonna go ahead and throw this out there. I think, am I mistaken? You can correct me. Do we still have a shirt or two to send out?
Yes, we still do. I never got that address information, but
you did not.
Ready to go.
I do have a shirt, one address for you, so that means we have one shirt left to go. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this out there for the people currently watching. I thought it would be a fun idea to get a picture of me and Kinder from you guys. Something you draw up. It can be stick figures, it can be 3D, it can be realistic, whatever you want. Something funny, something good, whatever. We don't care. Let's see it. Let's see the best picture you can come up with for Fragging Out. We'll choose the best one, and then we'll decide on the next show. Or the funniest one. It doesn't have to be a good picture. You can literally, like I said, stick picture. If it's fucking funny.
Yeah. We'll see. No glasses. I don't normally wear these motherfuckers, all right?
But you can draw him with pink eye because he does get that on the reg. So.
Hey, Lamau.
Oh my god.
I gotta stop going to strip clubs, man.
Stop, guys.
It's all these sketchy ass Tinder matches I'm getting. Jesus, I eat ass. What can I say?
That's like. Hey. So I think we can all agree with the fact that the Shanghai Dragons currently suck.
Whoa, back the fuck up.
One
more time, MagicMercy.
What?
What was that?
What do you mean?
Did you just confirm that you eat ass?
I don't eat ass.
Oh, I could have swore you said I do.
Slap
I do.
Cheeks,
like nonchalant. I was about to say. It's one thing when a guy does it,
it's
but when a girl does it,
to
that's
have your ass
freaky
eaten.
shit.
It's another to eat an ass.
Correct. Oh,
God
shit.
Damn it.
I know, right?
What?
Never get that, No.
Nothing.
Y'all want your ass ate?
I wouldn't turn it down. Moving on. Topic 4, the future of Fragging Out.
We're not done with topic 3 yet. You're getting ahead of yourself because you're all excited. Kinder,
Someone talks about eating ass, I get excited. What can I tell you?
Let me just run the show from now on. I think it's best this way. God damn it.
Love you, mate.
I love you too, brother. All right. So continuing on with topic number 3, we got past Shanghai Dragons.
Love you too.
God damn it. Blizzard to release new maps, heroes, and updates to competitive seasons 2 weeks after they're introduced to the game from now on. Whereas before they'd be introduced into PTR. God damn it, I can't even do this right now.
What?
Motherfucker.
He's thinking about eating ass.
I'm thinking about eating ass. I'm thinking about Kinder eating my ass. I don't even know what life is.
Whoa, that's the fucking clip it right now.
Don't even know what life is at this point. So like I was saying,
Yo, but we get out again, man.
Oh, Gio says that she had to whip out the fan when she heard ass eating. She's got this little hand, like Japanese type fan. Ooh, Lordy. Oh, Lord Jesus, he get hot in here.
I am sweating.
Kinder's from the deep south. As I said, before, whenever they release updates, God damn it, this is hard to do now. Before, when they release updates in PTR, they'd be in PTR for a couple weeks, then they'd switch it over, put it into the actual game, and then before they put it into comp, they wait generally until the end of the comp season to put it in. So with the Hanto changes, they waited until season 10 came around to fucking start putting that shit out. Same with Bridget and all that, which they put in at the beginning of. Coming to my point. Sorry, wine is making me burp. Before, though, they bring in a new character such as Orisa, and they wouldn't put Orisa into comp until after the next comp season. So season 6, when Orisa came out, I think it was something like that. They waited until season 7 before she came in. I think it was actually earlier than that, season 4 to 5. Now instead, they're going to release the PTR changes into the regular game for 2 weeks, and after 2 weeks, they're putting it straight into comp. So if we get a new character tomorrow, 2 weeks from tomorrow, they release from PTR. 2 weeks after that, they will release directly into the new game. Same goes with updates for characters. So such as Hanzo's arrows, they went from scatter arrow to volley. That would be a 2-week wait. They're into game. Same with the new maps. The biggest issue I see in this, I don't know if you guys remember the release of Horizon Lunar Colony. Mm-hmm. That map makes me equally as upset as anything Kinder has had to say tonight on the entire fucking show. So, you get a new map like Horizon Lunar Colony, that bitch is in for 2 weeks on the regular game before it gets put into actual comp. This creates a bit of an issue for those of us on console, like myself, whereas Kinder can hop in PTR and test out this map all he wants to, and suck all the ass he wants to. We have to fucking deal with it 2 weeks after it comes in the game.
PC Master Race.
PC Master Race or PC Master Suck. I don't know. Whatever. That's just my opinion.
Pretty sure it's Master Race. I'm just saying.
Don't judge me.
I know you would, baby.
Don't trip. Hey, actually, I might be getting it on PC because it turns out I've got a PC that can run it. So, that's my D. Maybe you should get on Xbox once in a while, Kinder. Huh? You got the information. You got all the games. Huh? I've been waiting. Fuck.
I was on Zelda for a long time. Why is this all about ass? Welcome to the Ass Cast.
Welcome to the Ass Cast.
Because the game sucks ass.
Yeah. Game sucks ass.
Overwatch is literally ass. No, what I was going to say is, actually, I think it's kind of a good thing because you think about
the
how
FBI will be here any minute. Sorry.
Why do I have...
You think about how long Brigitte was on PTR and on like quick play and everything, and still nobody knew how to play her. And the new map, Rialto, has been on quick play and all that shit for so long, and it was in PTR so long. Still, nobody really knows what to do on it because I mean, until it really gets into comp, it doesn't fucking matter. Quick play is not comp. PTR is kind of comp, but it's also not really because people are testing all the other PTR changes and shit. So the only real way to get a true road test or get everybody used to playing a map is to put it in comp. And that's kind of what I think they're going for. Get the bug testing done in 2 weeks, which, you pretty much got the bugs that you're going to get in that amount of time on all those kind of things. But then when you take so long to release it in the comp, it's like, well, shit, it's been so long since they put this shit out, but nobody knows what to do still. So why have the waiting period if it's going to be completely useless?
No, you're right.
So I think that's what they're kind of going for.
It's like Rialto, and I watched a little bit of WPR last night. I saw you guys talking about Rialto, and I feel like Bob kind of hit it on the nose. If you guys haven't yet, make sure you hop over and check out WPR. You can catch... Well, you can go and do the plugs, Kinder. I'll let you do the plugs for him.
I'm sorry, you cut out right there.
For WPR, do your plugs. I'm hooking you up here real quick. You and Blaze and Bob.
Oh, are we in closing now? Is that where this is going?
No. I just want you to put it out there because I'm about to talk about you. I'm just letting people know who you are. Just letting people know who you are.
Oh, I was going to wait till the end to do that. But, I am on the Watchpoint Radio podcast. They're part of Mash Those Buttons, mashthosebuttons.com/WatchpointRadio. You can find all the other links there, and maybe I'll give the other links out in closing. But yeah,
no, definitely. We'll definitely get all those plugs back in there in closing. I was just trying to put it out there so people know what I'm talking about in case they haven't checked it out real quick. Blaze and Bob has been on a previous episode of ours. He's a great guy. If you guys don't know him, please check them out. Him and Kinder both do a great job. Bob was talking about the Rialto map last night when you guys were recording, and he brought up a very good point, which is both apparently on PC and on console. Because I haven't seen it yet. More people. I haven't seen very many people playing Pharah on defense on the Rialto map, and I feel like as well that would be a great spot at the start of that map to have a Pharah blasting people off that bridge. I feel like people just don't know how to play the map. I feel like maybe comp will help on that, but I mean, you're right. I played plenty of quick play, but I still haven't played much of Rialto, and I haven't had any need or want to do better on the map. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, until it gets in comp, nobody's really gonna know what the hell to do. Just like when nobody really knew what to do with the Brigitte comp or this meta until OWL started, and then people got ideas, and then it kind of evolved. People wait for that. They wait for the pros to show you what to do, really, and they wait for comp to see what works and what doesn't. And they saw the writing on the wall, I think, with that, and I think they made the right move.
Yeah. So I don't think this will necessarily be a bad change. Putting all the new patches and everything into comp 2 weeks after. I think it'll be better than waiting until the end of the season. The fact that the seasons are a little shorter makes it a little easier to deal with, but I don't know. I'm excited to see how things continue to change. I mean, just within this past year, so much has changed with this game, and it's always lively and it's still going, which is why I guess we can still do this.
Yeah, and it's also like that stops seasons from getting stale. Like last season, Dive Meta drug on for it felt like for fucking ever. Like that season, it was a never-ending fucking season. And if Brigitte had been pushed through before then, then the meta obviously would change. It would have made the season a little more interesting towards the end. Things would have happened, things would have shifted. So I mean, I don't think anybody would have really complained a whole lot, about coming mid-season. You know what I mean? If they're scared of what's going to happen with the meta, then they won't play comp. They'll stick with their SR where they're at or use an alt account. I don't think anybody would complain about those things being pushed through unless they're buggy.
Yeah. Well, and that, I mean, like I said, really the biggest issue I see is something coming along. Like, I feel like Rialto is pretty easy to adjust to. I feel like Horizon Lunar Colony has just been a nightmare since it was released. And I don't know, I haven't really looked into it too much, but I have seen word that they are actually trying to alter the Horizon map a little bit.
They are.
Yeah, I don't, I mean, maybe you do. I don't know exactly what they are planning on changing or what they're looking at changing, but hopefully something happens.
You can watch literally any other podcast or any video and find the changes and everything, but I'll tell you this right now, it's not the changes that need to happen to that map. I mean, the biggest change that they need is for first point, they need a closer spawn. That you lose one team fight and that first point's fucking lost. There's no getting it back. I mean, it's even worse than what is that goddamn Anubis? It's worse than, you can recover Anubis every now and then. You don't recover a Lunar Colony. Hey, thank you, Legend Vanish, for following. All right, and let's see the other updates.
Yeah, real quick before we close out, we'll just talk about a couple of the updates. The big ones that just came out, I believe they're actually all current right now. The biggest ones are Anna, Brigitte, whatever the fuck you want to call her, and Hanzo. I think that the one that I'm excited about personally is Ana. Because I really do. I like playing Ana. I like playing healer when I can, and Ana is one of my favorites. Quick play only. I don't fuck with her in comp because I'm not good enough. The biggest issue I always had with Ana was trying to shoot and always hitting my teammates there in front of me. If I'm trying to heal a teammate, Soldier's fucking like halfway across the map, and Diva flies out in front of me, and she's full health. I'm just healing a Diva for no fucking reason. Well, now her projectiles pass through allies with full health, so I don't have to worry about that. And this really is, it's going to help the people who are really good with Ana and good with aiming and can focus through other characters, to help your team a little bit more.
Or that like the 1 second where a fucking Tracer walks in front of you for a split second, you're like trying to heal your Ryan who's fucking knee deep in just shit.
Yeah,
I was about to say knee deep in pussy. Yeah, that's Reinhardt.
Well, that is Ryan, Daddy Reinhardt. All right.
Who has the biggest hammer on the team?
Again.
And then here's fucking Torbjorn. I'm giving it all I got.
There it is.
Are you ready? Here I come.
Are you ready for the molten core?
Wow, that just brought to light a whole new sexual meaning for me.
I mean, he's got to be packing. You saw the sprays and the comics and everything. Torbury's got a good-looking wife. And she's a little bit thick, too. It's like, you don't get a girl like that with a little bitty weenie.
Well, how many kids does he have again? Like 12?
And
he's got to be doing something right. You know, the fucking Torbury's packing.
We did have the comparison episode. Remember we talked about Torbs having like a pop can? You know what I mean? So it's got to pack some charge. But I mean, on top of the projectiles passing through allies, one thing that's definitely going to help with any of these animains, the ammo increase is going from 10 to 14. So now you have 14 chances.
Fucking much needed. And I'm still like reloading way early every time.
Yep. She takes forever to reload. I hate it.
I know, and I keep cucking myself by fucking reloading, and I keep pre-firing on allies that are full health to just like, you know, you would pre-fire before to give them like initial healing when they're about to take damage, and now I'm just shooting through them and wasting my fucking magazine. So it's like, fuck, it's gonna take getting used to. It's a bigger change than it seems like.
No, it is, but I think it's gonna help a lot. I think it's gonna help the animains. I think it's gonna help Anna become more prominent. In
she already is. Like just today, I've seen her shit ton.
I feel like she was before. I mean, if I was going to take anybody, the one thing I'm waiting for is a Zen boost. I love Zenyatta, but I haven't really fucked with him much because he's not. I mean,
Zen's really good right now.
I mean, with Discord is nice because it definitely helps out. But I mean, if I like, you could run like a solo Mercy or like a Mercy and a Moira and not even have to fuck with or worry about a Zenyatta. I feel like Zenyatta is kind of a pick me. If you want me, I'm good to go. But he's not.
And if there's an on the enemy team, like it just cancels Zen's ult, right?
Yeah.
So
the anti-heals are fucking huge right now too.
Yeah, and I just feel like, I mean, you guys know I've been playing this game now for just a little over a year, and within the year that I've played, I don't feel like Zen has been very dominant or prominent in gameplay. He's
a high skill character.
Exactly.
Mean, he's probably the highest skill. Well, I don't know. I'd say Ana's probably the highest skill healer, but he's also like a DPS, so he's like got a different skill set.
Well, that's the thing. I mean,
either way, he's a high skill character, I think.
If you can play him right, you can get headshots for days and tear somebody up with that charge shot. And he does have decent healing, but I mean, we haven't seen. When was the last time we saw a Zenyatta change? I mean, he's just kind of...
He got nerfed.
I mean, if you watch fucking Jonak from NYXL, it's like, that's something we've been saying every time our Zen gets like a crazy kill or something like that. Jonak! I mean, he's fucking insane. He's literally just another DPS on the team. Like, he has gold kills and gold damage on the regular, on the best Overwatch League team. So Zenyatta's fucking strong. He just takes skill like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I just gotta say real quick, Only Whisker says, I can't look at Torb now, and I assume that's because every time he does, he thinks of that Mountain Dew can in his pants.
Man. All right.
So going on from Ana, the next change that we're seeing is with Brigitte. I'm glad that they are getting this out quickly. I was kind of worried that this was going to be a thing where she'd sit for, a month before they start to address things. First of all, her rally... maximum armor per player is going to be reduced from 150 to 100. One issue that I do have playing against an enemy Brigitte, if she rallies, even Brigitte herself, you can't do damage to her. It's like you'll be sitting and grinding and just destroying. I'll shoot all of my missiles at her, be shooting her at the same time with D.Va, just doing everything I can. Her health doesn't move, as she can keep everyone just pumped to the max with health. They're going to drop that by 50. So
yeah. A lot of people have been doing have been triggering it during Zen ult or triggering it like before fight to get the armor on everybody first and everything. That's kind of what that's for, is to I think to make it more of a mid-fight initiator kind of thing rather than like pre-fight ultimate, because that's what a lot of people are doing, and even I'm guilty of that playing Brigitte. So I'm gonna start trying to move towards initiating that mid-fight in a death ball if I can, rather than holding it. It seems like it's more valuable that way. And the other change on Brigitte is they moved her shield bash from 5 to 6 seconds, which even as a Brigitte main right now needed. absolutely needed. They may even make it longer. It still feels like it's almost always available, but it definitely hurts.
Okay, it's going from 5 seconds to 6. I was looking at that backwards. I thought they were dropping it. No, you're right.
No, it does not. Absolutely, it does not need to drop. If anything, it needs to get longer.
It's crazy that that a Brigida can shield bash 5 seconds apart. It really is, and it drives me nuts.
Yeah, when you have the single best stun in the game every 5 seconds, like, it's kind of fucking ridiculous. So 6 seconds, that change is needed. I still believe that they'll probably take it to 8 eventually to line up with other abilities, but we'll see. Yeah. Once people learn how to counter Brigida and everything, we may see a drop in her play, and if they do, they'll leave it alone. But if it doesn't do the job, then they'll definitely nerf her again on that.
I think it'll be a good change, that along with the maximum armor, just because, I mean, you can stack player to player, and if you're playing defense and you're rocking a Torb with a Brigida, I mean, that's a lot of armor. That's a lot of fucking armor. And then if you try and send anyone in, that Brigida can stun every 5 seconds. What the fuck are you to do? I mean, at that point, she's a great counter to a lot of characters, I feel like, and she doesn't have a lot of counters herself. That's just, I mean, my personal experience in it. The only other character that we have right now that is really going through a major change, and thank God for fucking this, Hanzo. No. With those fucking storm arrows, man, I swear to God, there's nothing I can do. He can, like I said earlier, he can take a tank out in fucking seconds, man. They're changing the storm arrows from damage. They're damage reducing it from 80 to 70, which I think is a good idea.
Very much needed. The reason that they did that originally is because you can no longer single headshot a tracer with storm arrow. Because when you have 5 quick ass arrows like that shooting in the tracer, one of them is very likely to be a headshot. And if you just get a lucky one, thank you, Joe CEO, for following. But when you're pumping arrows out like that, if you get that one lucky shot, it doesn't feel good. You know, it doesn't feel like a skill shot. It feels like a lucky fucking hit, and most of the time it is. So they took that damage down. So now Tracer can survive one storm arrow hit to the head. And, you know, it kind of reduces his tank busting capacity, things like that. I think they probably need to take it down to 50 even, because it is so fucking strong right now, and you're going to be pumping body shots anyway most of the time. But, you know, that'd still keep the headshots being a skill shot and making them valuable to get and things like that.
Yeah, well, and we'll see. And it's, you know, I as much as I want to hate Hanzo along with anyone else, and as much as I've always hated Hanzo, I do actually like seeing Hanzo. Hold on, I need another drink before I say this. I do like seeing Hanzo kind of being in the meta. I like seeing him going from being this hated character, you know, anytime someone picks Hanzo, fuck you, you ratchet piece of shit, to, oh,
maybe we should go Hanzo here?
Hanzo anybody? Maybe?
Hey.
You know, so it's kind of cool. And finally, all these little punk ass motherfucking Hanzo mains are getting their goddamn glory date. Remember, boys, every dog has his day. Doesn't mean you get to live the life. So enjoy it while you can.
Symmetra's up next.
Goddamn, the more I think about that Symmetra, the less excited I get, honestly.
Yeah, right.
Because I was like, you know, this is cool, like, Symmetra, I could play Symmetra and fucking destroy it. But then I'm like, wait, I also have to go up against that Symmetra.
Yeah, it's going to be fucking rough. It's going to be different for sure.
I'm wondering what that's going to do to my diva. Oh,
I have no fucking clue. It's going to be something else for everybody.
Can you imagine playing Gibraltar, or not Gibraltar, what's the Russian map? Volskaya. Can you imagine playing Volskaya?
Hey, Cream Peach, thanks for following.
That choke.
Think about the choke. You put that wall up right in the choke. What the fuck? What do you do?
Well, it doesn't matter because you fucking create the wall goes across literally the entire fucking map.
That's what I'm saying. So if you're playing defense with a Symmetra and you put that wall up right at the choke, 5,000 health. You have to do 5,000 damage.
That's crazy. I just don't think it makes sense, honestly.
I mean, you can still walk through it.
Do we know that? Well, you can walk through it, but think about that point. I don't know about on PC, but on console, that point is usually used as a push point. So you're usually doing most of your damage coming into that point, not through it. Once you get up to the point, that's when you're killing people because of the damage you put onto them. So now you're not going to be able to put that damage out because everyone always plays Symmetra anyway. What the fuck do you do there? You're always going to have to take the left side around. Maybe D.Va will become more prominent because I can sneak around everybody. I don't know. But I'm worried about that. I'm not sure how it's going to go. So
I don't know. We'll see how they play it. But we are approaching almost an hour and a half by my time. So I'm going to roll us out here on topic 4, feature of Fragging Out. Our Discord has been growing at a steady rate. We've been getting a lot more people in, a lot more active. It's been really good. Shout out to our Discord bros and all our admins as well. Current listenership is obviously up because we've put out some actual fucking content, so that's great. Our closing plugs are, let's see, www.fraggingout.com. All our episodes will be up there day of release. Discord.me/fraggingout is the Discord link. You can go there and find us and join and do all the fun stuff that we do. We have plenty of lewd channels for you to hang out into if you're over 18. Twitter @FraggingOutPod. If you'll follow us on Twitter, we always tweet out before our streams, before we release episodes. If you want to know anything current about the show, it's going to be on Twitter, 100%. Also, twitch.tv Fragging Out. That's twitch.tv/Fragging Out. That's where we're streaming right now. If you're listening to this in post, you can find us. Hopefully, we'll be doing this weekly from now on. No guarantees. But at least monthly. I'm
gonna be pushing. I actually look, guys. I really want to thank everybody in our Discord. I really want to thank everybody in our Twitch right now. You guys all know Kendra and I both have been dealing with a lot of shit, a lot of dumb shit, and this is one of my escapes. This is my way out of it. This is my way to give back to the people who have been here for me. So thank you guys. I do want to push more to try and get at least bi-weekly shows out. So push for Kendra there to step up a bit. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We're gonna try. We're gonna try, guys. I'm really enjoying this. So.
All right, and let's see. After that, we're gonna get Kibbey. I'll get your links, and then we'll get MagicMercy's. So
absolutely.
Go ahead and give us all your socials.
Gonna go and throw out some of my plugs, guys. If you aren't already, go ahead and follow me on Twitter. I'm not super active on there yet because I don't have a lot of followers. I don't blame you all. I get kind of boring sometimes. You can catch me at Kibbey_X on Twitter. You can always find me on Snapchat, or not Snapchat, what is it? Instagram. KibbeyX. The wine's taking hold, my friends. Definitely follow me on Instagram, KibbeyX. I post everything about Fragging Out. I post everything about my streams on there. I stopped streaming Twitch for right now because Mixer is a little bit easier. If you don't have a Mixer account, make sure you hop on, make a new one just to give me a follow. Guys, I'm over 70 followers. I'm less than 30 people away from 100 followers within 3 weeks. Pretty happy about that. Mixer.com/KibbeyX. Guys, thank you so much. MagicMercy, go ahead, shoot those plugs.
Hey, because I know a lot of you guys can't read and you have the inability to follow simple instructions, I'm just going to give you one plug. Just one place you got to go to find it all. MagicMercy.co.vu.
There it is.
Yep. MagicMercy Kovu, that's it. Now, if you mess it up, that's not my problem. Don't even follow me.
We don't need it.
I don't need that. I'm not about that life. All right. And that's going to be it for the Fragging Out podcast. Catch us next week when we talk about eating penis.
One of my favorite delicacies. Fuck you, John.
Thanks for showing up, guys.